Estes oron con enacomputers.com. Otro video para ti. Hoy WordPress has released their most current version, latest version, called Tipton. It's named after a jazz musician. 4.9, which is a major update, which includes these new features: improved customizer workflow, code enhancements, updated widgets, a new gallery widget, building site improvements, plus a plethora of other changes. There are basically 3 ways that you can upgrade WordPress. Number 1 is to have automatic updates. It depends on your hosting provider. Some hosting providers have that enabled by default. So as soon as a new WordPress update gets released, it gets downloaded and your website automatically gets upgraded for you. You do not have to upgrade. I have disabled that on my website. A second way is to manually update it, which I will demonstrate here in a few seconds. And a third way is to manually download a zip file for Windows Server and a GZ, I think a tar file for Linux servers. And you can access that download link via my blog post at my website, enacomputers.com, that is linked in this video description. You want to go to your dashboard if you want to manually update WordPress without downloading a zip file or a compressed file. So go to your dashboard, and then you will notice that there is an indicator in the upper left hand corner. WordPress 4.9 is available. Please update now. Click on the Please Update Now link. If you click on WordPress 4.9, it takes you to their it's not the blog post, but it's another page that has technical information. So click on Please Update Now. Then you're going to get prompted with this screen. Click on the Update Now. Caveat emptor, I always make sure that any plugins on WordPress are updated. I just noticed 2 days ago that 2 theme updates were available, and I made sure that I updated those themes, and I also make sure that there are no other plugin updates, because what can happen with WordPress is that you may have an older version of a plugin that is not compatible with WordPress 4.9, and you may get a white screen or PHP errors, or the plugin is not compatible. It may slow down your website, blah 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 blah. So I do not have any updates except for WordPress 4.9. Click on the orange and white Update Now, and it'll take a few seconds or moments depending on your internet speed, your bandwidth, and then eventually you'll see a screen where it'll show you all the some data, and then that screen will disappear. And it also depends on the speed of your hosting provider, the condition of your WordPress website. And before you update your website, back up your database. Always back up your WordPress database. I am not responsible for your data. I am not legally responsible for your WordPress website database. You are. So it's recommended that you back up here you'll see this screen that disappears. Back in the day, you could view that screen. Now it just disappears after like a second. Then you'll get this welcome screen. You always receive this. As long as the WordPress update was successful, you'll always see this screen. The dot, 4 dot, and then the number is a major update. So 4.9 is a major update compared to 4.8. 4.9.1 is usually like a security update or a bug update. Then what I do, you can just scroll down here and just kind of go over what's new. Draft and schedule site design, customizations, collaborate with design, preview links, design looking to guard your changes, a prompt to protect your work. Quite a enhancements, coding enhancements, syntax, sandbox for safety. It goes on and on and on. Warning, potential danger ahead. Now they've got a warning anytime you edit your theme or plugins directly. You can edit your themes and plugins in WordPress by yourself. It has a built-in editor. Even more widget updates, press a button. It just goes on and on and on and on. So what I do is I just browse my website and check out a couple of pages my resources, I just check 2 pages and make sure I don't get a white screen, and make sure that I don't get any PHP errors, and everything seems to work. And then another thing I do is I go back and I check out some blog posts. But always back up your WordPress database. It's a MySQL database. You can use my PHP admin. Your hosting provider should give you the ability via a GUI graphical user interface to back up your WordPress database. So I'm going to check out one more blog post just to make sure it's all good. No white screen, no PHP errors. So WordPress releases their most current version 4.9, codenamed Tipton after a jazz musician. Adios!